Welcome back for another book review. I'm off camera today because I don't have a lot of time, so I am just doing a quick record with my kitchen table, and you can see the book and a candle because I am a professional. So anyways, really quick, let's talk about the book of Bardic Becoming, an Introduction to Modern Druidry by Evan McBeth. So this book, basically, it is an introduction, as the title suggests. It talks about kind of his take on modern druidry and walks you through some of just the kind of beginner topics, you know, a little bit here and there on the beliefs and thoughts and things, his experience, and then a lot of this, it feels just an intro. It isn't necessarily a guidebook. It is not a, walk you through the year or several years of training. It's just an intro. And, that's not always a bad thing. I actually ended up really enjoying this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I was surprised because, it's one of those that the author and just the vibe of it was very reminiscent of some of the books that I started off reading, 15 years ago. And it was a really good writing style. I feel like the introduction and the, just the premise of his tradition was really good. If you didn't know, this author ended up actually passing. And so I don't think he wrote any other books. I think this is it. And it's quite a bummer. And he does have a tradition, which is what this book is introducing. And it sounds good in theory. I personally don't really love the idea of paying thousands of dollars for a spiritual training. Personally, I have a real hard time with that because that's a mortgage payment to learn what someone believes, but other people are down for that. So I don't know. It was a good book. I wish that the training was more accessible to more people, because I don't know about y'all, but for me, I tried to find the cost and it was kind of hard, but from what I could find online, it looks like it is around $2,000 to $3,000 for 1 year of study with them, which is about as much as what the Glastonbury Goddess group does as well. Their training is about $3,000 for US, and it's a lot of money, honestly. Pensac, his is more affordable, but even then, it's still pretty expensive. His courses, I looked at one that he's hosting that's starting up soon, and it's $270 a person. That's a lot of money for people. I don't know about y'all. I cannot afford that kind of money for spirituality. That's a lot of money. And so that is one of the bummers, is that this doesn't really actually tell you a lot. It does, but again, it is really heavy on the introduction part of it, and it does feel like it constantly is back to but in our tradition, we're going to teach you this. In our tradition, we will teach you this, and it's cool, but I don't want to pay $3,000 to get this training. And again, the price might vary, but that's what I could find online. They're not doing open enrollment right now, so it's kind of hard to figure it out, but from what I could gather, that was roughly the price, and that's a lot. And I don't really understand the purpose of these kinds of books where they're not actually training you on anything and they're just an introduction to things and it's just by my program. I don't usually love those. But all of that to say, that is my big issue with this book, yet I still gave it a 5. It's still a really good book. If you are interested in druidry, I think this is one of the best ones written. It doesn't feel so inaccessible where a lot of them do. It doesn't have a lot of eco-shaming and misinformation. It is a very, very well-written book to introduce you to druidry. Again, I wish there was more. I haven't read from the other authors, the foreword and the after and different things, the recommended books. I haven't read through those. I'm hoping if they were good friends that potentially it's going to kind of have a similar vibe. That would be good, because this was a really, really good book. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved the section on the elements towards the end. Overall, this has a lot of really, really good information in here. I do plan to get this at some point just because it is so good. So if you are interested in learning about Druidry, if you are interested in learning, like, you know, an introduction to their tradition, I would definitely start here and see if it's something you would enjoy. And if so, and you got the money, go for it. I would love to hear if it is worth that amount of money. And otherwise, I mean, it's a good book to read on Druidry just in general to get another perspective. But yeah, overall, I definitely loved this book. If you would like to support me, I'm not going to have the Patreon names on the screen this time because I'm just going to hit upload. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to hit upload and go. I've got family in the hospital and we already had a death this week, so I don't have the bandwidth to edit right now. Like, I just happened to read this before everything hit the fan this week. So yeah, I'm sorry, my Patreon peeps. You're not on screen. I'm sorry, I tried. But yeah, I haven't had a lot of free time. So anyways, thank you for coming along, watching this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Hopefully I will be back on screen soon. But like I said, life is a little crazy right now, so we're just doing what I can do when I can do it. So anyways, until next time, thank you for watching and for supporting the channel and all of that jazz. And until next time, blessed be.